Well, well, well. What's going on, man? Hope everybody's having a great day today. I got a couple things I wanted to talk about today. We got some real news about some real fun projects coming up. Plus, we also got some theories. So, I was going to talk about these things today, and let's get to it. So, first thing I wanted to talk about today was it's actually a project that I'm pretty excited about. The anticipation for it, I think it's something that is warranted for sure. Um, so a few weeks back, we got news that the Mummy is going to be coming back. We're going to be getting a Mummy 4 with Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, pretty much the original cast returning for this fourth adventure. And to be honest, this is something I didn't see coming. I didn't see as a possibility, and but it's coming to fruition, man. And I think this is really exciting. The Mummy, especially one and two, were real important movies in my childhood. Two of real great memories and experiences that I do remember having in the theaters with my father watching these movies. They're just super fun adventures. My grandfather even loved these movies. So these movies were just fun early, late '90s, early 2000 adventure films, and they hit the mark, man. Now they end up doing a third one, which came out like in 2007, 2008 ish, and it was not good. We actually got Rachel Weisz. She's recasted. It was Maria Bello, which I like Maria Bello. I think she's a great actress, but it didn't feel the same. And despite it actually not being a bad movie, it just didn't live up to the expectations, of course, from the first two. Well, nearly 20 years later, we are getting a fourth film with the original cast returning, and this has got me really excited. Well, we got some news today that just a little bit more details about the project, and plus it is, and we got a release date as well. So let's dive into this. So basically, so this is an article. Now this comes from the Hollywood Reporter, and it says David Cogsall, who wrote the Family Plan, Orphan's First Kill, wrote the screenplay for the film. Sean Daniels, who produced the original movies with his late partner James Jacks, is back as producer. William Strick, James Vanderbilt, and Paul Nyman will produce through Project X Entertainment. The trio of frequent collaborators of Radio Silence and worked with the filmmakers on two recent Scream movies, which revitalized the franchise from the 2020s, the vampire horror movie Abigail for Universal. So these guys have worked on a few projects together already. Well, so it looks like basically, I'm just going to kind of chime through this because I didn't look at this article prior to. I find things. I'm like, man, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to dive into it. So those movies, they gross pretty well. So this movie is set. Basically, we don't have a director attached to it yet from what it looks like. Now, the originals were directed by Stephen Sommers. Stephen Summers, I'm sorry. So it looks like the movie is set to land on May 2028 from Universal. So we got a few a couple of years away. But I think this is really exciting news. It's going to be released, May 19th, 2028, wide opening. That's going to be for critics everywhere. And we're going to get. So the film is actually being directed by Matt Benelli Olpin and Tyler Gilbert, also known as Radio Silence. So those guys directed the last two Scream movies. Now, I'm a huge fan of Scream. My wife, one of the biggest fans of Scream, right? So I couldn't tell you how many times I've watched those movies. Of course, the classic, the original Scream is just peak horror film. It's just classic. Well, the franchise was kind of rejuvenated with Scream 4. No. Yeah, Scream 5. I'm sorry. Scream 5 and 6 were the last two that came out. And it was very meta in itself, where it was kind of like a reboot, retool type of deal, kind of like The Force Awakens, I'll be honest, where it was like you have the legacy characters are back, and then you also have this new set of characters coming in, and I'll be honest with you, the fifth one was a little lackluster. But the sixth one, the last one they did, I thought was really good, really good. Kind of really epitomized what embodied what Scream's all about. And of course, we know with they're kind of regrouping with Kevin Williamson coming back in with this newest one. But those guys that directed the fifth and sixth one are coming, and they're going to be doing The Mummy. Pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool stuff. So 2028. The Mummy is coming to us. What do you think about it? Are you excited for The Mummy 4? Shout out, hey, Mummy fans, shout out, drop in the comments below. If you just some of those great memories we had with those movies. But let me know what you guys think of this down below. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you like the direction that they're going? Do you think that they have the right people in place to make this movie a success? Let me hear what you think down below.